and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of the Sparkling Tuna Cup, week number 79, your weekly dose of Sparkling Tuna Cup action. I'm Coach Osai VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, by my plushies as well. Welcome one and all to our weekly open tournament. And as we get into this, a big shout out to oh god. A big shout out to Nerfy in the chat. Thank you so much, Gab. Thank you so much. As during the beginning of the broadcast, did subscribe for 2 months. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for all the support in the chat. We do appreciate it. Without your support, we would not be able to host events like this, events like the Sparkling Tuna Cup. The bracket is live, !B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back yourselves, as we are jumping into our first series here. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the blue Terran player. I should say the random player here, rolling Terran, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Korean Zerg player, the red Zerg. It is aartrox. Or aartrox. Let's go. Let us go. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat, as we are going to be opening up Hatch Gas Full. Standard opener, advisor player, and likewise Eba going to be rolling his Terran, going for a Rax Expand. Let's go. Let us go. Again, Eba, for those that are curious, for those who are maybe tuning in for the first time and are unaware of some of these players, Eba, he is one of the younger pro players out there from the land of the United Kingdom, from England, of course, and he's a main Protoss. He's a main Zerg player, but he does, like many players nowadays, does off-race as a lot of Protoss to avoid the mirror matchup, so he does often play Protoss against other Zerg players, to play PvZ, to sometimes even play PvP as well. True, does off race depending on the matchup. And here is rolling random. Here he is playing random. He is still a very strong Terran player, but I would say that aartrox has a good chance here to cause an upset. At the same time, our player towards the bottom left is a player that I'm very unfamiliar with. I'm not too familiar with their level of play, with what they can bring to the table, so I'm ready to be introduced. I am ready to be introduced to our lovely new player. Let's go. Let us go. For now, standard openers all around. Again, predictions should have been open. Just double checking. Predictions are open for the next minute or so. So best of luck in the chat as we do jump in. So far, extra links are on the way. 2 more. Oh my god. Rushing into extra gases here. Yeah, we have a second and third gas already on the way. Meanwhile, okay. Just to save the drones, just to save the workers here. So far, so good. Gonna be saving the mineral line. Likewise, Reaper is gonna be forced back. This was a pretty big investment here and a really rough start. And there we go. I was curious what the gas is gonna be spent on, as we have stayed in gas. Bane Bust. It's gonna be a Bane Bust here from aartrox. Eba, I believe, is unaware, checking his vision. Eba, he has not seen the actual tech of choice. Likewise, they don't see the fact that we are still in gas. So Eba did not confirm saturation, did not confirm the tech, and aartrox is not droning up whatsoever. It's all or nothing for the Zerg. Meanwhile, across the map, Eba, getting a safety bunker already here. Bunker's gonna be thrown down a little bit further back. Hellions are on the way behind us, going for a third CC before starport. Economic build out of Eba. This is ideal for aartrox, and we'll see if he can break through. Again, so far things are lining up to go well here for the Zerg player, but it is still very difficult to pull this off, especially considering, there's another bunker on the way. Yeah, 2 more bunkers here from the side of Eba. The first bunker is going to be surrounded. The first bunker is going to go down. Nice pickup, no salvage. Strong start here, but what about the Hellions? Again, Hellions are amassing, and they're going to do so much damage here to the Ling Bane as they try to push up the ramp. Speaking of, Hellion shots going up. Banelings have arrived. There's a secondary wall behind this. And the first Eba goes down, but there's still another bunker. And not enough Banelings. Yeah, not enough Banelings here. 1 Baneling goes up. Lings are trying to break through. They will eventually bust down that wall, but so many Lings go down. These Hellions, they just annihilate the Lings. They roast them up. Another Hellion has arrived, trapped here in the wall. Let's go. But with that, there's nothing left. Yeah, there's just nothing left over. GG gets called. The Bane Bust fails, and Eba will take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG will play it again. You can see the power here of even 2 Hellions. 2 Hellions Thankfully, they were, of course, just now being produced. They were behind the wall. Ideally, as an aggressing player trying to go for an all-in, trying to go for a main bus, ideally you would have the Overlord parked near or outside the natural, and you would see the Hellion move out. And typically, you would actually build up your Ling Bane, and you actually wait for the moment that the Hellions move out to scout and move out to harass. When the Hellions move out, then you move in, because then the Hellions aren't at home, they are behind the wall, they're out in the open, they're more exposed, they're ideally halfway across the map, and then you can try to pull that off. Instead, it did feel like our Zerg player here was a little bit premature in their endeavor, and unfortunately everything was at home to defend. GG, well played. In the end, Eba does take the first game, and now we're jumping into game number 2. Let's go. Let us go. So jumping into game number 2 here, and already I feel like our Zerg player has shown their colors. So like, okay, I am willing, if not always, going to all in. Now Eba's going to be more on notice. Now Eba is going to be playing that much more carefully here against his opponent. Oh boy. So now's the time to macro. Now's the time to be greedy, cut corners, and potentially, you know, go for the kind of opposite direction here and be hyper greedy and get away with some more shenanigans. We'll see. We shall see as we're getting into our next game. And this morning, in the top right-hand corner of Frostline, we have our... Oh, I was letting him know. Let's go. We have our blue Protoss player from the land of the UK, leading the series 1-0. Once again, rolling random, this time rolling and landing on Protoss for the Platinum Heroes. It is Eba. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player from the land of South Korea down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is aartrox. Let's go. Let's go. Just catching up with the chat. Share my papi, share my. Ah, good to see you. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Bjorn, yes, Bjorn, he has made his return here to Sparkling Tuna Cup. Is going to be featured, I'm sure, later on in the evening. And one of the favorites to even win the entire tournament. I say one of the favorites because there are some other big heavy hitters that have brought him down before. But we'll be going over the bracket after this series. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry. We will get there. For now, we have Eba moving out with his probe scouts, likewise sitting up on the low ground as well. The spray has been placed. And back at home, aartrox just going for his own standard opener. Now, just like the previous game, our eyes are going to be on our Zerg player as to their saturation, specifically whether or not they stay in gas after link speed, and what is done with that gas if they stay in. Do they go for another Baneling bust? Do they go for a fast lair into fast tech, into like a Hydra rush or something crazy like 2-base Muta? Do they throw down a fast Roach Warren and go for a Roach base all-in with a Link Flood? Like, there are possibilities. We'll see. We shall see. None of them going to be easy, is what I will say, but for now. Ooh, rushing into a third hatchery. Okay, interesting. Link speed is being researched. He does pull out of gas. There we go. So he does pull out. But with the faster third base, this will delay the second queen. This will delay the second queen here of aartrox. So has opted to be a little bit greedier in the sense of getting a faster expansion in it. As a result, they're going to be a little bit more delayed here in said queen production. Just now getting into it and droning up. Here we go. Likewise, across the map, we do have Eba getting to his own starport into Oracle, into harassing across the map. I would imagine standard play here out of Eba, and my eyes are mainly on our Zerg player here. Again, upon pulling out of gas, upon the faster third base, everything looking more normal here. We're going to be able to drone up quite freely and saturate our bases. This is a big investment into links early on, so this is a little bit inefficient here from aartrox. We'll see what he's able to accomplish. What I mean by that, right now there's only one, soon to be, I guess, 2 adepts going to be poking in, but that's just a big investment into these links to try to stem the tide and try to keep up with the adept. One drone goes down. One drone goes down. A second drone going to be full. Oh god, getting up to 2 workers, getting up to almost 3, but thankfully only 2. Whew, still a better trade here for Eba. Better trade, getting 2 workers, forcing design mining time, and there it is, Link Flood. There we go. One of my assumptions was going to be that this hatchery is just going to be for larva. That is the case. Only for larva. It is going to be a straight up Link Flood here. 17 drones is all that we have, and one way or another the game is going to end. Back at home, Eba, he is set up. Does have a full wall so far with the adept. Warp gate is still on the way. Lings are going to try to bust their way through. Where's the Oracle? The Oracle is at home. There's the overcharge. Lings are being shut down. We cannot push into this. The first step is going to go down. Lings, oh, they flood in. Yeah, they do flood in. They get us around. The second step is going to fall. This Oracle is putting in a lot of work. Oh, we do deny the wall. Wall off is denied. Getting 1, getting 2, getting 3 pro kills. Not bad. Oh, getting up to 2. 2 so far. There we go. Getting the third. The wall off is going to be delayed. Oh, barely not walling up. Doesn't wall. The wall does not complete. More Lings are flooding in. And the Oracle eventually running out of energy. Eblade not just now getting a second Oracle. Oh no, he can't walk. He keeps trying. He cannot wall off. The wall is denied. More probes going to be going down. aartrox is getting damage done here, but he needs more. The reality is he needs more damage. Dives into the main. Does dive into the main base. Getting 7 probe kills so far. Still just walking in. Eba, we need to wall, baby. We're not hero. Oh no. There we go. His warp gate is done. Does warp in extra depths, and Eba he holds. He does hold. The reality is that this was some nice damage out of aartrox, but it's not enough. GG gets called. 17 turns to 37. Did get some probe kills, but nowhere near enough. And Eva, he will maintain himself, will take the lead, and take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. There was potential, but alas, as we saw, just nowhere near enough damage was being dealt. Lings, sure, they killed some probes, they got into the bases, they got into the mineral lines, but the damage was just not enough. What was crazy about that defense is that Eba also had a third. He had a third base on the way, actually finishing towards the end of the game. So, like, Eba, he was perfectly safe and sound. He can afford to lose even 10 more workers from there. He can just replace them. Just replace them. He has the economy to sustain that. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Whew. Eba will claim the series, will advance on into the next round, and the question becomes, who will face off against him in that second round? Oh boy.